All right, in the last video, I showed you how to incorporate this lovely icon bar JavaScript menu into the project. And now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to see if ChatGPT can give us a hand. We're going to incorporate some more JavaScript into here. So I'm going to go into ChatGPT. And what I want is a JavaScript slideshow. See if it can do this for me. All right, so this is going to give me just some basic code that I can incorporate for a slideshow. But for those of you who are not as familiar with coding, that might be a little bit overwhelming. So why don't we do something a little bit simpler? Why don't we do a JavaScript display and hide graphics? Okay, so it's thinking. This is what it does when it's thinking. Okay, so here is the code it's given me. All right, so there is the CSS that I would need to add. Here are some graphics. Okay, and so they've connected it to a button where I can show or hide a graphic. And then here is the JavaScript code. Okay, so this is totally doable. I am going to, first of all, copy this. And you can see that it's given it a graphic class. So this is something that we could incorporate because it's only going to affect the images that we add that class to. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to add that into my CSS. It doesn't really matter where I put it because it is a class. I'm just going to throw it up at the top here. Okay, so basically it's telling you it's going to hide it by default, which is fine. And so then I need to figure out which graphic I want to hide and apply a button to. So we'll leave that for a minute because I'm going to go ahead and add the script. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into the grid. I have some script at the bottom, I believe. So I'll just put this below it. Okay, and honestly, I could combine this and just get rid of that and just have one big old script section. Okay, but this is for hiding and displaying the graphic. So let's save that. Okay, and now it's just a matter of getting the HTML in there. So just for reference, I'm going to copy. I don't want to do this with more than one though. Okay, I'm going to add a button here. And I think the graphic that I'm going to let them turn on and off is this big one at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to add a button down here that'll let them basically display or hide that. Okay, so I just copied the button code and this graphic is in the footer. So I'm going to put this button code into the footer as well. And I think I'll put it in the same paragraph as the copyright. Let me just throw this right in here. And I'm going to put some spaces in here. And that's the HTML equivalent of a space. Copy a couple more in. Okay, and so the function that it's going to call is toggle graphic. And it's targeting image 1, which I haven't added the code yet. So let's go back out here. So you can see here, this is called image 1. Okay, class is graphic. So I need to add the ID and the class. Okay, where is that? There it is. That has to be in my image tag. Make sure I don't have another ID in there, which I don't. And then this was the source. So I'm going to take my source and copy that and paste that in here. And I'm going to just say toggle photo is what I'm going to display on the button. All right, let's save this. And we'll go back over here and reload. Toggle photo. Let's see if that works. All right, so let me display the panel and see if there's errors. So this ChatGPT code sometimes needs to be adjusted. There are some errors. Okay, let me widen this so I can see where the errors are. Graphic.style.display. Class is graphic. I think I see the problem. So this is typical of this is why you can't just take ChatGPT on face value. All right. So here we have a variable graphic. It's document.getElement by ID. And the ID it is looking for is graphic ID. And that gets passed to toggle graphic. All right. So my graphic ID is image 1. So let's copy that. Paste that in here. All right. That might have been me that broke that. Okay. So we've got it passing the ID of image 1. Storing that image 1 ID here. All right, I think this will work. Okay, so don't change that or you will break it. Let me reload. And we'll pop this back over here. And there you go. So just another way to add JavaScript into your page. And actually, this did work as is. I broke it by changing the text here. So don't change the text there. That is connected to the function. Okay, that is getting passed in here, and that is the ID that it is targeting. All righty. So a couple different ways to add in JavaScript.